Um, wow. I would, I mean, to be honest, this was my first movie. I mean, this is the only thing I can say, because I don't feel like I know anything at all about filmmaking. I mean, really, honestly, I really, really don't. I hope someday, like, I'll actually be able to answer that question with some authority. But the only thing, I guess, that I'm sure you feel, I mean, you must know this already, I mean, it's just that when I knew that I had to make this movie, I had to make it, and I made it. And nobody can ever take that away from me. Like, I've made a feature-length movie. Like, I made my own movie. It came together in a way that was much bigger than I'd expected, even though it was still a low-budget movie. But I went in to see my agents, and I said, look, I'm going to make this movie. I will make it for $250,000 on digital video if I have to. If you guys want to get behind me and support me in this, I would be thrilled to have your support. But if you can't, just know, that the next year or 2 years of my life is going to be about making this film. And they did get behind me, because when you put that kind of energy behind something, people get behind you. And that was the biggest lesson for me from this. I mean, above everything. Now, I believe that every movie that gets made deserves to be made. I don't judge anybody for making any movie that they want to make, and any movie that they think they can get made. Everybody who gets to make a feature film is lucky to be able to do so, and they should do it any way that they feel like they want to. You get judged all the time, when you're working in Hollywood, or trying to be a professional writer or director, and ultimately, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people say about what you do. You live with yourself only. That said, I mean, there's craft and there's skill, and then there's real talent. I don't know how much real talent I have, but I've definitely spent time honing my craft and developing the skills that I need to feel like I can do my work well. And I think, when you make something of quality, it does get acknowledged. I really honestly didn't know or even expect that we would ever get a theatrical release of this movie. It will be a small release, but just the fact that it's going to be in a theater is really, it's just incredibly gratifying. It's amazing. But I mean, if I had known in the beginning that it was never going to be in a theater, I mean, I still would have made it, and I think that's the point.